Well, folks, we are getting a yellow, so hopefully this isn't too jumpy for you. We'll see if we can find something else to switch over to if there is something available that works. Otherwise, we're hoping it's going to work okay. Hopefully it'll clear up. Last time we had this happen, it did clear up. I am looking to see if I have. Yeah, I don't. All right, so turn on. It is an exciting game so far. As we would expect, both of these are quality teams. I've had the opportunity to watch Waterville Mansfield play this year, and just as expected, I fully expect to see them back at state. Obviously, the Pateros team has done exceptionally well this year as well, so it's kind of cool to see them out here in the championship game against Waterville Mansfield. Traveled with it. All right. Can't really see the soccer logo real well. Anyway, all right. So, Finkbeiner with the basket. Nelson. Three-pointer put up and good. Well, Finkbeiner with the steal. Up and in. Kind of surprised Pateros isn't taking a timeout, but maybe he's going to let it play. A lot of pressure by Waterville. Gets around at that time. Gets that one picked off by Finkbeiner as well. Going down. Little move up and in. 13-4. Last time these two faced each other, Pateros walked away with the win. And steal again. Back. Up and in. 15-4, just like that. Pateros had an early lead. And Waterville cut into it. Let's see. I guess network is good. All right, so let's see if we can get on somewhere. All right, so Pateros with the ball. Slides in, doesn't drop. Pateros gets the rebound. Little fight over the ball. All right, Finkbeiner with it. Nelson. Finkbeiner for a three, doesn't drop. A rebound, Waterville. Travel. They're calling. All right. I will get. All right, I'm showing green now, so I'm going to quit worrying about Wi-Fi, and I'm going to get the, we got 19 seconds left here in the first. Three-pointer off, Waterville with the rebound. Finkbeiner with it, 9 seconds. Keeps dribbling, pulls it back out, gets its jump ball. 3.1, and it'll be Pateros ball. 3.1. So we know what's going to happen here. Fires a long shot, does not drop. Into one, 15-4, Waterville. So both of these teams are from Central Washington B. Both are 7-1 in league. Waterville is 19-3 overall. Pateros is 18-4 overall. They've done really well. And I watched Waterville. The Waterville girls were the second game for the Brewster girls. The Brewster girls are a really good team this year. Waterville beat them now early on. It was the second game of the season, but Waterville beat Brewster 52-39. The first time they played Pateros, they won 50-31. The second time they played them, they lost to Pateros 37-41. And now they're playing here tonight. So we're going to see who's going to walk away with the league championship. So league championship on the line. Winner of this game goes to state. Loser will have to play on the 22nd for the second spot to state. Lots of pressure. Pateros gets through it that time. Gonna say block. I'm not sure for. That's a second one on Nelson. It's Pateros to inbound again. Fights for it, goes out of bounds. It'll be Waterville ball. Murphy to inbound to Finkbeiner. Puts it to Hannah Nelson. Over Palmquist. Back to Finkbeiner. Over to Murphy. Kopta. Palmquist. Nelson. Finkbeiner. And tries to drive in, loses it. Pateros gets it. Driving. They got pressure. Waterville is putting on all kinds of pressure. Gonna call, what are they calling? Jump ball. All right, so jump ball, and it will remain Pateros ball. Hinton to inbound. Pinin and Vargas. So Simmons with it. Oh, doesn't hit again. Hinton trying to get her three lined up. Finkbeiner down to Kopta. Drives in underneath. Put up by Palmquist. Doesn't drop. No, they're going to say it. No, they're going to say it came off of it. The ball landed on the Pateros player that was out of bounds. So that is a Waterville-Mansfield ball. So Waterville-Mansfield inbound. Finkbeiner with it, puts it into Palmquist, up to Nelson, over to Kopta, back to Finkbeiner. Murphy was, okay, now they're calling it. They're gonna put Finkbeiner on the line. Foul will be on Simmons. first foul. Gets them both. Oh, first one, she must have missed the first one. Sorry. Gets one. Vargas and Simmons to accept the, actually I should probably use first names on some of these. So, Stevie with it. Drives through everybody. Up and in, counts the basket. Oh, misses the point after. Finkbeiner with it. Nelson fires at three. Misses. Rebound by Schmidt. Palmquist. Nelson. Schmidt. Misses that three. Hinton with Addison with the rebound. Stevie with it. Back to Addison. Over to Randy. Shot put up by Stevie. Doesn't drop. Out of bounds. And they're going to say it was off Waterville. Long three, in and out. Nelson gets the rebound, brings it down, puts it over to Finkbeiner. Over to Schmidt. Delaney Nelson misses that one. Neverland makes a little move, doesn't drop. Gets a foul. Nelson will inbound to Finkbeiner. All right. Finkbeiner bringing it down. Puts it over to Nelson. I guess I should call him. Well, there's two Nelsons. There's the other Nelson. Tana. Back to Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner for a three. Doesn't drop. Addison gives it to Stevie. Back to Addison. Ooh. Oh, passes it to Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner drives. Gets it knocked away. Kopta with it. Kopta driving. Tries to, well, does pass underneath Schmidt over to Hannah Nelson. Doesn't get the shot to drop. We're going to say holding. And Schmidt again, I believe. How many is that on her? That's her second. 4:14 left here in the first half. Neverland. Inbounds to Stevie. Stevie drives up the side. Gives it back to Addison. Back to Stevie. Up to Neverland. Sinks a three ball. Randy. Finkbeiner. Drives around. Gives it back out to Palmquist for a three. 21-9. Stevie into Neverland. Tried to get it in underneath. I don't know. That'll be 5 fouls, so should be going to the line. 5? That is 5, right? Or is it 4? No, it's 5. Why aren't they shooting 2? Yeah, all right, there we go. They got 5 fouls, so they're shooting. So for the last 3:34, they'll be shooting. So Neverland. Neverland gets 2 here. Oh, wait a second, it's not Neverland. Zane. Misses the first one. Ravenstein. Gets that one. 21-10. Into Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner bringing it down. Over to Hannah Nelson. Feeds it underneath to Murphy for 2. Stevie with it. Deep 3. Bounces off, and I think they go, yeah, it went off of one of Waterville's players. So Addison will inbound. Puts it out to Stevie. There we go. Neverland. Oh, listen. Yeah. Finkbeiner coast to coast. 25-12 with 2:37 left. Stevie with it. Oh, doesn't drop, but she'll be shooting 2. So Stevie, that'll be her second. So Finkbeiner at the line, shooting 2. Gets that one. Again, both of these are very good teams. I expect to see both of them in Spokane competing for the gold ball for the 1B ladies. Gets the second one. Stevie with it. Over to Addison. Addison gets it blocked. Finkbeiner with it. Schmidt. Palmquist. Nelson. Finkbeiner. Moves around everybody and up and in. 29-12 with 1:53 left here in the first half. Addison with it. Randy gets tipped away. Finkbeiner gets it back. Kopta with it. Finkbeiner. 1:24 left. Kopta. Palmquist misses. Nelson with the rebound. You're going to say shot clock violation. That was a tough one. All right. Oh, that's Delaney. All right, so Addison. Neverland. Kopta will inbound on the side. Schmidt comes out. Terrace calls a timeout. Delaney is sophomore, Hannah is a junior. Wow. Both really young teams. 8th graders and freshmen, juniors. Wow. Both these teams are spectacular, and both are going to do exceptionally well as they head into Spokane. All right, 29-12. All right. Kopta to inbound to Finkbeiner. Nelson fires, doesn't drop. Pateras gets the rebound. Stevie with it, going up the side. Randy back to Stevie. Tries to go over the top into the middle, goes out of bounds. Waterville Mansfield ball. 43.3 left here in the first half. Puts it into Finkbeiner. Back to Kopta. Hannah. Palmquist, Hannah. Palmquist, Delaney. Hannah, Kopta. Oh, she walked a little bit. Of course, Finkbeiner sinks a 3 after the foul's called. Schmidt coming in for Delaney. Randy with it. Loses it. Schmidt picks it up, gives it to Finkbeiner. Backs up, 7 seconds. The drive, kicks it out. Shot. Ooh, doesn't drop, but guess what? Kopta gets it and puts it up and in. Are they counting it? They're counting it. So missed the shot, got the rebound, puts it up and in. So Waterville Mansfield 31, Pateras 12. Well, that is, you know, like I said, the first time they faced each other, Waterville won that one. The second time they faced each other, Pateras came out victorious. So let's see. Yeah, first time they faced each other January 10th, Waterville won 50-31. The second time on January 31st, Pateras won 41-37. That was at Pateras, and now they're facing each other for the district championship. Again, the winner of this game is going to go to state. So winner goes to state, district champion. I'm thinking they get to cut down the nets. At least I'm pretty sure they do. So cut down the nets, district champion going to state. The loser of this will play the winner of the next of the game going on in the other gym. So the winner of that game will face the loser of this game. Now, up to this point, let's see. So as an example, to get here, Waterville Mansfield played Soap Lake on February 15th. They beat Soap Lake 76-19. And to get to this game, Pateras played, who did they play? They played Wilson Creek, and they beat Wilson Creek 62-18. So both of them had very commanding wins to get here to the district championship. It is Wilson Creek playing Soap Lake in the other gym. Winner of that will play the loser of this. So, and then that team will go to state also. So, you know, obviously I'm excited for both these teams. I know both their coaches. I know a lot of I know their players somewhat. And frankly, they're both just great teams, great student athletes. Had a great season. Like I said, they're both going to end up in Spokane. I just know it. And the winner tonight goes to state automatically. You know, they're going to punch their ticket. They're headed to, well, the regional round, which if your RPI is high enough, then it's a, you know, yeah, you want to win. Well, RPI, I shouldn't say RPI. RPI is one piece of it. It also is what the seating committee decides to give you. So the state seating committee looks at the RPI. That's a component of it, which I think it's a good component. I think it helps them. It kind of gives you a general idea. It's much better than drawing names out of a hat. And Waterville-Mansfield sets at 4. So if everybody that's on the RPI rankings currently was just given where they're at for their seed, Waterville-Mansfield would host Garfield-Palouse here in Wenatchee most likely. They have to go to regional site. Typically that's a site close to the team. Wenatchee has typically been a regional site, so I would expect the game to be here, and it would be Waterville-Mansfield versus Garfield-Palouse. That's just if they just did the RPI rankings. Pateros is 9th, and on top of that, Waterville-Mansfield will play Garfield-Palouse. But if you're in the top 8, you're going to end up in Spokane. If you win your regional round, you automatically go to double elimination. You're in Spokane for a few days, and you're doing really well. If you lose your regional round, you will still go to Spokane, but you have to win the first game to go on. So you're single elimination in Spokane if you lose your regional round. Now, if you're in the bottom 8, so 9 to 16, you have to win your regional round, and you have to win the first round in Spokane to stay there. Again, I'm a proponent of just skipping the whole regional stuff, putting everybody over to Spokane, using the podium, which is right next door, if you need extra gyms, or the local high schools. There's lots of high schools there that have nice gyms. Just put all 16 over there. I think it's really cool to go to state, and I think every team should experience the Spokane atmosphere, and should get the opportunity to go there. It doesn't excite me to have a team qualify for state, go play at a regional round, maybe in the Wenatchee High School gym, and if you lose, you're done. And you didn't really get the full state experience. So at least for 1B, 2B, I think there's lots of people that are attending that event. I think the majority of people would love to have the 16 teams there and just, get them there, go for it, and let them experience state. But regardless, now I've got them on my little podium. I always get in those. Pateros is number 9. And currently, Muckleshoot Tribal School is number 16. So, again, what would happen there is Pateros is the higher-ranked team, so it would probably also be in Wenatchee. So we'd probably see Waterville-Mansfield playing Garfield-Palouse, followed by Pateros playing Muckleshoot Tribal School. Obviously, Pateros would need to win to go to Spokane, and then they need to win the first day in Spokane. But that's just if everybody made it, and this is the seating committee decided, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Basically, what you really want to do, you want to be in the top 4 so that your regional round is closer to you, whether you're in the top 4 of the top 8 or the top 4 of the bottom 8. You want to be 1 to 4 or 9 to 12. That way your game is closer to you, so you don't have to travel, where the other teams are going to have to travel. But there's also a part of me that's like, hey, if you're in the top 8, you're going to Spokane, even if you lose. So, but hopefully, and Pateros could definitely get in the top 8. I believe they're good enough to be in the top 8. And I think there's a good possibility they'll get there, because not all the teams that are in the RPI are actually going to make it there. So we'll see how they all do. But again, I'm really hopeful that they do make it. And in the top 8, And Waterville, they've got to be in the top 8. There's just, to me, there's no way that Waterville Mansfield doesn't end up in the top 8. They are a really good squad, and like I said, they've done really well this season. Fully expect them to be in Spokane and make another run at the gold ball like they did last year. I think they have continued to develop. They have a little more, some more juniors this year, so I think there's a good possibility they might walk away with that gold ball. Pateros, again, they've done really well this season. Excited to see how they're going to do, and it's neat to see them. We went and broadcast a couple of their games last year. Again, just a quality program, quality student athletes, coach, whole 9 yards. They've got some players with a little more experience also. So excited to see where they end up this season. All right, so we are going to get myself back to the rosters. Planning on broadcasting my alma mater after this game. I'm going to sneak over in the other gym and do the Orrville game over there. Orrville lost to Waterville Mansfield. And so Waterville Mansfield boys are also in the district championship. They'll be playing Moses Lake Christian, Covenant Christian for the district title for the 1B boys. Orrville, I'm not sure who they're playing, but Orrville is playing. And again, they are going to be playing in a game that they need to win it, and then they will be playing the loser of the championship game for a chance to go to state. And again, that would be their opportunity to make it. And it's exciting to me. A, it's Orrville, my alma mater. 2, this is the first time they've been playing in district playoffs in a while, and exciting to see them there. So it's great. It's great. But we got 55 seconds. The Pateros ladies haven't quite come out yet. I'm sure the coach is talking to them, telling them what adjustments he would like to see here in the second half. Obviously, Waterville Mansfield came out wanting to avenge that late season loss to Pateros. So I'm sure that's part of it. And I'm sure they watched film and know who they're wanting to take care of. All right, here comes the Pateros team out on the court, and hey, they have beat a lot of good teams to get here, to get to the district championship. And, again, top team. All right, both teams getting ready to go. It looks like Waterville has the ball to start the second half. 31-12 currently.
It's time for the second half of playoff basketball.
All right, Finkbeiner with it. Puts it down to Schmidt. Ooh, doesn't drop for her. Rebound, Randy. Addison, Stevie. Drives. Kicks it up to Randy has it. Nevelin, I don't know. Randy shot that. Rebound, Waterville. Finkbeiner. Nelson for a 3. In and out of the rim. But rebounded by Schmidt. Back to Nelson. Over to her. Gets that one blocked. Randy gets it. Stevie with it. Waterville Mansfield, lots of pressure. Up to Addison. Gets that one up and in. Ravenstein. Or Ravenstein, I guess. Okay, and that is Kopta. Misses the 3. Nevelin with the rebound. Stevie with it. Addison. Ravenstein again. Dribbles around. Up, doesn't drop, gets the rebound. Almost gets, it does get taken away by Finkbeiner has it. Brings it up, sets up the offense. 6:26 left here in the third. Over to Hannah. Over to Kopta. Schmidt. Finkbeiner drives. Doesn't drop. Gets her own rebound. Puts it out to Delaney. Delaney drives. Gets it. Foul on Addison. Ooh, third on her. Gets that one as well. 34-14. All right, so Addison to inbound. Puts it into Stevie. Nevelin blocks it. Gets that one picked off. Delaney Nelson driving. Gets it up and in. 36-14. Stevie with it. To Randy. Oh, Randy fakes and drives. Gets a foul. I need to get this moved over a little bit so I can see that a little bit better. Sorry about that, folks. I know we're kind of missing a little bit here. All right, so Randy at the line, shooting two. Gets that one to drop. 36-15. Randy gets them both. 36-16. Finkbeiner with it. Drives around the edge. Kicks out to Delaney Nelson. Back to Finkbeiner. Delaney Nelson. Finkbeiner feeds Finkbeiner. Gets it blocked. I'm going to say it remains Waterville Mansfield ball. Finkbeiner to inbound. Puts it into Delaney Nelson. Delaney backs up, puts it up and over, doesn't drop. Stevie with the rebound. Driving. Kicks it back to Addison. Addison fires a three. She was struggling with that in the first half. Save going out of bounds, but into the hands of Waterville Mansfield. Delaney puts it down. Underneath to Palmquist, misses. Kopta misses. Delaney Nelson gets the rebound. Back to Palmquist. Finkbeiner doesn't drop. Rabenstein with it. Stevie gets around everybody. Puts it up and she's going to get to shoot two. Okay, so Schmidt, it'll be her third. Okay, Stevie Simmons. Oh, first one doesn't drop for her. Addison comes out. And Lexi goes in. 4:31 left here in the third. Second one is good. 36-17. Finkbeiner with it. Driving. Gives it Hannah Nelson. Hannah misses. Stevie gets the rebound. Drives. Waterville Mansfield putting pressure constantly. Stevie with it. Randy with it. Hits a three ball. All right, 36-20 with 4:01 left here in the third.
Full timeout for the Bears.
There is quite the crowd. I know I'm shooting across, and that's the Pateras, part of the Pateras team. or part of the Pateras Rooters are across the way, but there's actually another section of them to my right and behind me. This place is packed, people. I understand Waterville Mansfield isn't too far away from Wenatchee, so they have packed it, and there is a lot of Waterville Mansfield fans and Pateras fans. So Pateras came out in force, so did Waterville Mansfield. It's nice to see all the people here. And it's also nice to have a facility that can hold as many fans as we have here tonight, and that's awesome. And I did put up a post. It's great to see all the hard workers for Wenatchee that are here to run all the behind-the-scenes stuff, scoreboard, shot clock, just everything. All right, Finkbeiner with it. Delaney with it, Delaney Nelson. Delaney drives around, tries to give it across, ends up Randy with it, Stevie with it. Stevie drives down the side, continues to drive back to Randy. Randy for a long three. That one doesn't drop. Gets the shot and a 2-point. So Nevelin gets the 2. 36-22, and she gets to try and get another one here. Murphy coming in for Palmquist for Waterville. See if she can get the 3-point play here. And she does. 36-23. Finkbeiner with it. Over Kopta. Kopta to Delaney Nelson. Doesn't drop. Nevelin with it. Gives it to Stevie. Drives up the side. Goes through everybody. Oh, tries to put it underneath, and it doesn't quite go where she wanted it to. They're going to say it was touched by, that's why it didn't go where she wanted it to. Got touched by Waterville Mansfield on its way out. So Pateras with the inbound play. Drops in. 36-25 with 3:06 left. Finkbeiner with it. Driving all the way. Up and in. 38-25. Stevie with it. Over to Randy. Oh, tries to go between the Waterville Mansfield players, and they're going to say hold, and they're going to give it to Pateras. That'll be 4 fouls? 4 fouls on the team. 4 fouls on the team. Not sure. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I am wrong. It is the Waterville Mansfield ball, and that was on Randy. So it's 2 fouls on Pateras. All right, so Hannah Nelson. Palmquist doesn't get it to drop. And they're going to jump ball Pateras. Randy will inbound to Stevie. Back to Randy, back to Stevie. And say 10 seconds. So turnover. All right, so Waterville Mansfield ball. Addison back in the game for Pateras. 38-25, 2:27 left here in the third. Palmquist with it. Hannah Nelson. Kopta out, or excuse, that was Delaney, but that was Hannah. Finkbeiner. Stevie gets it away. They're going to say she pushed, so that'll be 3 fouls now on Stevie. And it'll be the 13th foul. All right. Into Delaney Nelson to Hannah Nelson. Finkbeiner with it. Trying to go around everybody. Delaney with it, doesn't drop. Randy with the rebound, gives it to Stevie. Over to Addison. Addison to Nevelin, Stevie with it. Randy fires another three. Doesn't drop. Rebound, Waterville Mansfield. Finkbeiner bringing it down. Kicks it over to Palmquist. Delaney Nelson. To Hannah Nelson. Kopta. Ooh. Jump ball. I don't like seeing anybody get hurt, especially at this late in the season when they're going to be headed to Spokane. All right, inbound to Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner drives and call a foul and let her shoot two. 1:14 left here in the third. 38-25. 14 fouls now on Pateras. 3 on Waterville Mansfield. Finkbeiner at the line. This is that one. Holly is a junior this year. I've watched her play for a number of years. Great student athlete. Dad's the coach. Gets that one. 39-25. Stevie with it. Over to Randy. Tries that behind the back, but she walked. Schmidt turns it over. The coach is telling her, don't do that. It doesn't work. Okay. Addison back in. 1:08 here in the third. 39-25. Stevie, Addison. Back to Stevie. Stevie drives, and they're going to put it over on the side. So that'll be her fourth, and the fourth team foul. All right, so Addison to inbound. Addison puts it back to Stevie. Neville, or over to Addison. Randy, Addison, Nevelin, or Randy, sorry, Randy, Stevie. Stevie for a deep three. Wow. 39-28. Finkbeiner driving. Puts it up and in. Stevie with it. Out to Randy. Over to Addison. Nevelin. Nope, doesn't drop. Delaney Nelson with the rebound. Driving down. 10 seconds left. Steps around. Gets the foul called. Gets to go to the line and shoot two. 7.3 seconds left. So Delaney at the line. Okay, so Addison has 4 on her now. Doesn't get that one to drop. All right, Lexi going in for Addison. Delaney going to take her second one. Gets that one. 42-28. Stevie with it. Woo. Ends up in Waterville Mansfield's hands. And she doesn't get the shot off. All right, so the end of 3 sees Waterville Mansfield 42, Pateras 28. All right, fourth and final quarter. Have 8 minutes left to decide district champion for the 1B girls. It's I'm excited and happy that we have the championship is being played between two Central Washington B competitors. Both great teams, and like I said, I mean, I've said this a number of times. My wife says I repeat myself, but I expect to see both of them in Spokane, so it's going to be cool. But winner gets to go to state automatically and gets to cut down the nets. Loser will face the winner of the other game going on in the other gym currently, Wilson Creek and Soap Lake, and both these teams beat those teams fairly significantly. So I would expect the loser of this game to win on Saturday to punch their ticket to state, and hopefully they're ranked. I think they both deserve to be in the top 8, but that's just my opinion. All right, so Waterville Mansfield will start the fourth quarter with the ball. Kopta will inbound to Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner. Trying to burn some clock here, I'm sure. Bounce to Delaney Nelson. Delaney over to Murphy. Finkbeiner, she drives, tries to feed it underneath to Kopta, and it goes, Murphy, and it goes out of bounds. Maybe it was, I'm not sure if she was trying to get a Kopta or Murphy. All right, Finkbeiner to inbound. Ooh, almost gets that one picked off by Lexi. Delaney, or Hannah, up and in. So 44-28. Randy gets it up to Nevelin. Ooh, in and out. Gonna get to shoot 2. 3. That's our second. So that's Hannah's second, but it wasn't shooting. Up and in. Nevelin with it, with the points. Hannah Nelson. Ooh, Murphy doesn't drop. Nevelin with it, gives it to Stevie, back to Nevelin, over to Randy, over to Zing. Okay, gonna remain terrace ball. So Murphy comes out, Palmquist goes in. Into Lexi, back to Randy. Ooh, doesn't drop for Nevelin. Delaney Nelson with it to Hannah Nelson. Hannah shoots. Sinks it, 2-pointer. 46-30. Stevie with it. Gets it. Timeout to maintain possession. So it'll be Pateras ball with 6:30. 46-30. 6:30, yeah, 46-30 with 6:30 left in the game. Coach Hinton talking to the players, telling what he wants to see here in the last 6.5 minutes. Hoping to climb back into this and cut into Waterville Mansfield's lead. I'm sure after the victory over Waterville Mansfield a couple weeks ago, I'm sure they were hoping to repeat that here tonight. Pateras has their mascot and their cheerleaders over there. Seen the Waterville Mansfield cheerleaders a couple times. Awesome to be here to root on their teams. All right, both teams going back out on the court. So Pateras will take it in. There you go. Nevelin with it. Back to Stevie. Stevie fires a 3 and sinks it. 46-33, Finkbeiner with it. Head down, drives around, gives it over to Hannah. Over to Palmquist, and went off the support, so it'll be Pateras ball with 6:09, 46-33. Inbounds to Randy, back to Stevie. Gets around everybody. Nevelin, shooting two. Third. So Delaney has 3 on her now. 2 team fouls on Waterville, none on Pateras in this. Nevelin gets 1 there. Addison goes in for Lexi. She's got to play a little more conservatively with 4 fouls. That one doesn't drop for a rebound by Kopta. Finkbeiner. Kopta. Delaney. Driving around. Delaney makes a little move. Kicks out to Kopta for a 3. Doesn't drop. Fight for the ball. We're going to call a jump ball, and it'll be Pateras ball. Lexi going in. Lexi going in for Ravenstein. Inbounds to Nevelin. Back to Addison. Over to Stevie. Across the court. They're going to call that one. Jump ball. And now it'll be Waterville Mansfield ball. Okay, Finkbeiner with it. Over to Palmquist, to Nelson. Kopta, Finkbeiner. Palmquist, Nelson. Doesn't drop. Stevie with it. Stevie drives around. Puts it out to Addison. Over to Randy. Stevie doesn't drop. Finkbeiner with it. (46-34) with 4:39 left. Delaney. Kopta. Finkbeiner drives, kicks it out to Hannah, who doesn't drop. Lexi gets the rebound, puts it into Addison. Up to Stevie. Gets it hit out of bounds by Hannah. And they're bringing Murphy in for Palmquist. And bringing in Schmidt for Kopta. And Pateras, what did Pateras do? Puts it inbound to Randy. Back to Stevie. Back to Randy. Back to Stevie. Back to Randy. Over to Addison. Back to Stevie. Puts up a little shot. Doesn't drop. Delaney with the rebound. Driving. Puts it down to Hannah. Back to Finkbeiner. Coach Finkbeiner calls a timeout. 46-34. 3:53 left in the game. Waterville Mansfield going back out on the court. Pateras out there now. Murphy to inbound to Finkbeiner. Back to Murphy. Over to Hannah Nelson. Schmidt. Finkbeiner. Delaney shoots. Doesn't drop. Stevie with the ball. Over to Addison. Back to Stevie. Gets it knocked away. Finkbeiner with it. 3:19 left in the game. Oh, Schmidt fires and sinks a three. 49-34. Addison with it. Back to Stevie. Yeah, they're going to call that. That'll be the third foul. Okay, Kopta comes in for Murphy. Terrace. Randy over to Addison. Back to Stevie. Randy with it. Deep three. 49-37. Finkbeiner with it. 2:40 left here in the game. Oh, Hannah Nelson for a three. Doesn't drop. Randy with it. Addison with it. Stevie with it. Up to Nevelin. 2-point. All of a sudden, we're down to a 10-point game. 49-39 with 2:12 left here in the game. Finkbeiner with it. All right. So coach wants to take another timeout and talk with his team. Pateras fighting their way back into this one, which you would expect from another two quality teams. 49-39. All right, so referees are chit-chatting. All right, well, 49-39, 10-point lead. Yeah, the game next door is 27-20, Soap Lake and Wilson Creek. So winner of that will face the loser of this for the second spot to state. And I believe either one of these teams will be able to handle whoever comes their way to get themselves to state. So like I said, both these teams are going to state. All right, unless something just weird happens. All right, Finkbeiner with it. Puts it over to Hannah, or Delaney, gosh darn it. Hannah has it now. Schmidt with it, Finkbeiner. Well, I'm gonna call that one 2. That's her fourth, or fifth. So she is out. So they'll put in Murphy. They're continuing to pressure. Nevelin with it. Randy, doesn't drop. Finkbeiner with it. The difference tonight has been the amount of pressure that Waterville has put on. There's constant pressure, not allowing the Pateras shooters to shoot. Kopta with it. Murphy with it. So she slid, her feet slid, which is travel. So 128. Okay, Finkbeiner wants to talk to his girls again. 128 left, 49-39. 3-possession game, technically, if you're able to burn the whole 30 seconds. Oh, Pateras getting everybody to stand up. encourage them. The Waterville Mansfield boys will be in here playing against the Moses Lake Christian, Covenant Christian team for the boys championship, and I'd love to stay for that. But there's also a part of me that's like, I really want to go broadcast the Orville game, my alma mater, and excited that they're here tonight. And they are 2 wins away from going to state. So hopefully they get the win tonight, and then they get the win on Saturday to go on to qualify for the state regional round. All right. Okay. Both teams going back out. Terrace with the ball. So Addison with it. Nevelin. Yep. Yep. Nerves can get to you, and she is an 8th grader. Wow. All right. Kopta, who's also a freshman, or is a freshman rather than 8th grade. So we've got 8th graders and freshmen out here, as well as sophomores and juniors, and there's a couple seniors. But, wow. Hannah with it. Kopta with it. No, that was not Kopta. That was Palmquist. Finkbeiner drives. Hannah with it. Doesn't drop. Pateras fighting for it. Addison gets it. Stevie with it. Up to Addison. All the way over to Randy. Randy fires, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. All right, so.
Her first foul, 2 shots for Hernandez.
Gets the first one. Pulls him within 9. Okay, so Terrace coach calling a timeout now. Whew, 9-point lead, 52.3.
If there's a medical professional who would be willing to help take a look at a kid in the other gym, we really appreciate it. If there's a medical professional that would go to the other gym and help take a look at a kid, we really appreciate it.
I didn't hear all of that, but I'm going to stay here and record the winners' celebration, cutting down the nets. And then while they're doing that, I'll record that and then get my stuff packed up and get myself down to the Orville game. All right, so gets one more shot here. Gets that one.
Second shot is good for number 10, Randy Barnes.
Addison coming off. Putting on a bunch of pressure here. Or here at the very end, they plan on pressuring. Trying to get that ball back. Finkbeiner with it. They're going to foul, which I think is what they're trying to do here, but they have 0 fouls, so they got 5 fouls to give before they get a chance. Jeez, they got 4 fouls they have to do here to be able to get the ball. Stevie on Finkbeiner. Oh. Addison back in for Lexi. Murphy going in. So Pateras ball with 42.6. Nevelin up to Addison. Randy, Addison. Addison for a 3. Doesn't drop. Rebound, Waterville Mansfield. Delaney Nelson with it. 21 seconds. Hannah Nelson, Finkbeiner with it. They're going to call Finkbeiner for a charge. So 12.9. So 12.7, 49-41. Pateras to inbound. Puts it up to Randy. Addison with it. Sorry, folks. Addison fires a long three, doesn't drop. Delaney Nelson with it. Yep, Waterville's going to have the victory here tonight, folks. So, you know, Pateras played hard. They came back within 8. You just can't complain. Quality teams, quality win, quality play. Both teams did exceptionally well tonight. Like I said, I fully expect to see both of them in Spokane. I'm hoping they both end up in the top 8 so that they will have a good opportunity to end up in Spokane. And I think they're going to cut. Yep. Waterville Mansfield is going to state. So they're pretty excited. Of course, this isn't a shock to me. I'm glad they're excited, but I kind of expected this all season long. All right, so the Pateras team has a great opportunity to be going to state also. They just need to win on Saturday. They will be playing a team that they should clobber on Saturday and get themselves to state. So looking forward to that for them. And unfortunately, I will be in Moses Lake doing the 2B district championship. There's your district champions, the Waterville Mansfield Shockers. Congratulations, ladies. Great job. Pretty excited. Said we're going to stay here. I think they brought out the ladder and they get to go down there and cut down a net. So gonna march down and cut the net down. And it doesn't look like they're doing both sides. It looks like they're doing one side, which is nice. I like this because when it's both sides, it's hard because you're trying to capture both sides and get the various people cutting down the net. So exciting to see them up there cutting it down, district champions. And this year is a little different because, you know, we're part of District 5 this year. Last year we were part of District 6, and District 6, you know, we did do some crossovers, but literally it was a little different. This year you had a district playoff, which we haven't had district playoffs last few years, at least since I've been in Brewster anyway. So exciting to see them playing against the winners from the EWAC, which 1B is a little different. There weren't quite as many teams, but still, it's great. And like I said, I'm really excited that it was both Central Washington B teams that were in the district championship. They're bringing out the second ladder now, so I'm probably going to have to go back and forth now and get both sides when they bring some players down here to cut down the net down here to make it a little bit quicker, but want to be here to capture this for them. Great team, great quality win against a good team. Fought back and pulled it within 8. Just kind of ran out of time, but that's awesome. So congratulations. Actually, it's awesome. So Keith Finkbeiner out there. Probably going to tell some of his girls to head down to the other net real quick. But maybe he won't. We'll see. I would love both nets. I'd send someone down there to cut down the other net just to have it. But congratulations to the Waterville Mansfield Lady Shockers. I'm hoping the Lady Bears get to do this same honor in Moses Lake on Saturday. Looking forward to broadcasting that for you. As they play Cleon. You know, I love Cleon. Cleon's another quality team, and they're going to battle. I think it'll be similar to this game with both teams going at it. I am excited to see who ends up with the victory and the district championship and the first bid to actually they're all going to state. So the teams that are left are going to state. But in any case, it'll be fun to see who ends up being the district champion. And then we'll go from there. So Coach making sure everybody got up there and got a chunk and going to send. Yeah, I'd run down and cut down the other net real quick just to have it. All right, there you go. Pretty excited. That's pretty awesome. They're going to go. Talking to him about, do you want the other net? I got another net here. You sure you don't want the other one too? All right. All right. Getting a picture. Oh, that's awesome. Some of the players from last year walking by. All right. Well, we are going to pack ourselves up, and we're going to sneak next door and get the Orville game. So we're going to stop this one here, and then we'll start up the Orville game as soon as I'm able to get over there and get set up.